painted sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the left.
Welcome NFW Nation to the Luv Shak. I'm your host, Dr. Love Big Al, along with my co-host, Charming Charles. And we got a special guest today. Last week, have you seen it? New Focus Wrestling presents Reckless Revenge. We have a new NFW Heavyweight Champion, and he is Flash Flanagan. I want to congratulate you, Flash, on becoming a champion. I tell you what, we got an awesome show tonight. And what we're going to do, Charles has got some questions he's going to ask your Flash. And when he starts asking, I'm going to show the clips on the Rumble. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and get this off and get it off to a good start. You're the doctor of interviews. I'll tell you what, we got the video of the Rumble. I'm going to play it. And if you got questions for Flash, you can go ahead and ask him. And I'm going to play the video so the NFW Nation can see the outcome of that while you talk to him, okay?
All right.
So whenever you're ready.
First of all, Frank, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. No problem. I'm going to ask you the first thing I ask everybody, Flash. How many years in the business? Who trained you, and what facility did you train at? It'll be 20 years come June. As far as being trained, I started out with the guys in Indianapolis. My name is Cliff Silver. Then I went on to Chicago, Windy City Wrestling there with Dan Becerro. Then I ended up meeting Nightmare Danny Davis, and I went down to Louisville, started training with him. Wow, those credentials are really good. The first time I guess I saw you, Flash, was around 98 at Bob Prentice's Music City Wrestling, I think it was called in Nashville. Yeah, it's been a little while. The thing that I've really been wanting to dive in with you about is Puerto Rico and how long you were over there and how you find that Puerto Rico differs from the United States. Really not a whole lot of difference. They just another wrestling territory to work. And I went there after I got released from my WWE contract. I went to TNA briefly, and I never knew I was supposed to TNA. So I ended up down to Puerto Rico, and I was there a lot longer than I had planned. Originally, I only figured I'd be there for a few months, and I wound up being there for about 4 years. Wow, that's a long time. Let me ask you, who were some of the guys you worked in Puerto Rico? Did you work with any guys there that you had worked in the States? Let's see. I'm trying to think of the guys that I worked there that I wrestled in the States. See, I really can't really work anyone from the States. I mean, there were guys there that came from the States that I worked, but I guess so, and Matt Morgan came down, I worked him, and then as far as everyone else, it's just all, I mean, there was a lot of Americans that I known that have been down there, but as far as Matt Morgan was probably the only guy that I could, Park Trash came down there, and I wrestled him, but everyone else, I mean, they brought in and fit them to you. Right. Now, I look at Puerto Rico wrestling, of course, I've never been there, I look at all the video stuff, it's safe to say they draw really big crowds, don't they? At the time, business was really going pretty good down there, and they was picking the place out on an hourly basis, and then after Victor Jones died, business kind of died down a little bit. I've been down there since then I only down there in September, and the crowds weren't as good as they used to be. I mean, going from 5,000 people every night to a few hundred people is a little different. Yeah. Be like fishbowl, like going from a fishbowl to a big tank full. Yeah. So, okay, how many nights a week? Do you work 4 or 5 nights a week over there, or 3 nights, or? During when the school season would start, we would wrestle Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then during the summertime, they would go in on Wednesday. Wow, you stay pretty busy. Yeah. It was 5 nights a week down there. Yeah, that's all learning, and we were the guys that were pretty much stuck with them to kind of get them going and learn their trade better.
Mm-hmm. Did you see potential in Cena at the time? I mean, did you see that star factor?
The promos, when he tried to
Came right my way, did he? Yeah.
when he put the mic in front of him, he was great. As far as his in-ring talent, I really didn't think his in-ring talent was all that good. He wasn't bad, but like I would have never guessed him being the big star that he is. But if he was talking, if all he had to do was talk, he would be the big star I thought he was. As far as in-ring, I really didn't expect him to be the big star that he is.
Yeah, he certainly, I mean, I remember him as his prototype. I think that's what they were calling him, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember sitting up there and like came up to motel for an OVW house show, and he was good, you know, I mean, but it wasn't much, I mean, it wasn't like what it is today by no means, you know. But Raw told me the same thing, he could put a microphone and he'd go forever.
He was great on the mic. He was on the mic.
Now, Bryce, I'm going to ask you something, and then I'm going to tell you my favorite match that I've got to see you in. What would you say is your, I know you've had tons of matches, but maybe the most fun you ever had in a match, or the match that sticks out in your mind the most?
There's been a lot of matches that I've enjoyed. Probably the one match that really stands out is when I was in Puerto Rico and I wrestled Ricky Banderas. And at the time, I'd been there for close to a year, and it really wasn't doing a whole lot with me, and I knew I was a lot better than where they had me on the card. And I went out there, I was a mystery opponent that night, and I made my mind up. I was going to go out and tear the house down, and he ended up throwing me off the balcony, and from that moment on, I made a name for myself. Wow. Stupid became too famous for me.
Okay, the match that I'm going to bring up, and this to me is one of the best matches I saw. Two of my favorite matches of all time that night. But I came up to Louisville Gardens for the last match, last wrestling show, supposedly. You wrestled Chris Jericho. Yeah, to me, that was one of the finest matches that I've seen in my lifetime. It was so good, so intense. You guys went straight up the steps in front of the top. And I don't know if it was real or not, that you hurt your finger that night. Is that true?
No, I tore my tricep. It was the first thing in the match. As soon as we locked up, my tricep out of my arm.
Wow. You guys won a good while.
Yeah, and if you go back and watch the match, you can sit there and see like a lot of the moves I would do. If I came down my arm, you can see the pain on my face. Like, no one knew I hurt my arm that night.
I would never know. You had told me I heard that you maybe tore a finger or something, but my God, that's a serious injury right there. A long money to keep going, because, like I said, you kept buying just the whole match, and the other match that I spoke of that night was Chris Benoit and Nick Dinsmore.
That was a good one, too.
Those two matches stand out as my two all-time favorite matches ever. Well, listen, I'm going to ask you a couple more questions, and I'm going to turn you over to Al. I remember when you were in TNA for a brief moment there, you went under the name of Cobain, is that right?
Yeah, like after I had my 30-day open peak ball, whatever, after I got released to I got the phone call the night before to show up, and they didn't let me, I didn't know anything, what they really had planned. They just said, dye your hair black and show up. And
you were one of these partners, is that right?
yeah, we will be a team back in Music City days, and we'll be partner, I guess they just let him go or something, and I came in to replace him.
Okay, my last question, Flash, is this right here. If you had it to do all over again, would you be a professional wrestler one more time?
I wouldn't change it for the world. I had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it really shows Saturday night I watch your match, man, and safe to say, when you go out there, man, it seems like you give everything you got, like, you're just eager to entertain, and you're one of the easiest guys that I've been around, man. You're so easy going. You're very agreeable, and when you go out there, man, the fans will get behind you, and I'll tell you what, NFW has a great champion in you, and I appreciate appreciate you, and everybody at the NFW appreciates you, and all the fans. And like I said, can't wait to see you again the 28th. And I think I'll have something to tell you about that. And thanks again, guys, for being on the show.
No, thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome. Here's Al.
Now, last Saturday at Breakfast Revenge, you overcame 25 other competitors to be the new NFW champion. So you know you're going to be, I guess you can say, a marked man. Everybody's going to be coming for you. So what's your comments on being the champion? And plus the Rich Revolution probably trying to come for you too. Are you ready for the challenge?
Pretty kind of a challenge.
Okay. All right. Now also, a new member of the Rich Revolution, and I can't believe this, Gator McAllister. He said the reason why he came back was to take over and be the champion, and that's what his goal was. And he said he's not leaving until he takes that belt. So he's actually made a challenge to you that he says he knows he can win, which I tell you what, you're tough, so I'm not going to say he can, because, like I said, you overcame 25 other obstacles to win this belt. So I tell you what, Gator wants a match, and we haven't booked it yet. April 28th. NFW presents April Aftermath. Do you accept Gator's challenge?
Oh, yeah, I accept it. He's going to walk in and beat me. He's got another thing coming. Me and Gator go way back from probably when I first started. I remember wrestling in the lockdown at Central City Wrestling.
All right. Hey, Charles, we got now. We're going to make it official. We go to Gator. Hold on, Rich. Gator McAllister will take on Flash Flanagan, the NFW Heavyweight Champion, Flash Flanagan, for the NFW Heavyweight title, April 28th. So it's going to be a great match. And I'll tell you what, Flash, before we say goodbye, do you have anything to say to NFW Nation about your upcoming match, about the Rich Revolution or anything?
Well, it took me long enough to get this title, and if Gator thinks he's going to come in and take it from me, he's got another thing coming.
I agree. I'll tell you, like again, we want to say congratulations. I think you're going to be a great champion, and you're going to be a hard person to beat. Like I said, you've always been tough. You haven't ran away from nothing. You always took everything head on, and it's an honor to have you as a champion and be an NFW. So I'll tell you what, we want to thank you for being on the Luv Shak, and good luck in the future. Good luck on the 28th, Flash, and you have a good evening, my friend.
Thanks for having me. You guys have a good one, too.
All right.
See you, Flash.
Take care.
Thank you.
Okay, Charles. Are you there, Charles?
Yes,
Now, we got a couple other matches also. As you notice, Darren Flynn, he's a tough competitor. We got him booked to take on the Iron Man Rob Conway. What do you think about that match?
well, I'll tell you what, he's going to have a heck of a fight with Rob Conway. Like I said, many times before, I spent 3 years of my life managing Rob Conway, and he's one tough customer. It doesn't matter what side he's on. He's going to give you 120 all the way. So Darren Flynn's got his work cut out for him. And Darren, let me tell you what, don't sell him short either. He's got that young experience, that young hunger in his eyes, and he's ready to go like he says. He is the one-man workhorse.
That's
so
right.
It'll be a heck of a match.
Oh, yeah, and we got one more match also. Before we go over that, I'm going to read the results real quick out from Reckless Revenge. Of course, we know we had the dark match. We had Scotty the Wrestler Parker, who was victorious over Mickey Muscles, which was a great match. Then Canadian Kid took on Darren Flynn, and Canadian Kid was doing good. It looked like he was going to get a victory, but thanks to Tempest's sticking his nose in his business, Darren was able to get the victory over Kid. And then we had Tempest going against Nick Iggy, and Nick Iggy's NFW debut was a great debut. He took on Tempest, he just beat the crap out of him and showed everybody what he's made of, and good going, Nick. Also, Charles, Alita Ortiz, JC Flash. She said she would take on any woman, any man, anybody, and become victorious. And what do you think about that match, Charles?
Oh, I'll tell you what, that's one tough little lady right there. I mean, she got JC Flash.
That's right.
Before, he's a tough competitor, but I'll tell you what, she was on fire.
Oh, Lady Vendetta. I tell you what, she comes back and takes this gal on. I don't know. It's gonna be one heck of a fight. Alita Ortiz, like I said, she was victorious over JC Flash. So I tell you what, whoever takes on Alita Ortiz, I feel sorry for her because she's on a mission. And also, Rob Conway and Jay Mills, great tag team, taking on Rich and Vic. That was a no contest. You see what that? They're fighting inside, outside the ring. The ref had no control over it, so he ruled a no contest. Then we see that Drake Younger also take on JP Lightning, and I'll tell you what, that move that Drake put on JP, oh, it was awesome. That little back, I don't know what kind of move, some kind of pile driver move, but Drake was the victorious over that one. And another great match, T-Bone against Eugene. I'll tell you what, T-Bone really sprang. He really gave Eugene all he wanted, and but Eugene overcame the odds with thanks to Hector butting in and almost T-Bone the match. Then also, as you notice, NFW World Title Rumble, Flash Flanagan overcame 25 obstacles, became the new champion, and that's the whole card, Charles. I'll tell you what, that was a great event. We had a huge crowd. They were into it. I want to thank NFW Nation for being there. Then again, also, Charles, April 28th, NFW presents April Aftermath, and like I said, we got Dyer Flame going up against Rob Conway. We've got Flash Flanagan going up against Gator for the NFW Heavyweight title. Flash being the champion. Another match has been added also, Charles. Nick Iggy's coming back and taking on Master Rich. What do you think about that?
Well, that's going to be a good one. I'll tell you what, I got to see a match between them. Well, Albert, you were the referee right up here in Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right.
They're still fire. They're still fire burning.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Call in the dogs and went down to work and I'm over on that one.
And Nick Iggy holds the victory over Rich. Rich is wanting revenge. He's trying to say Nick cheated, but you seen what happened. Him and his manager, interim manager, through the chain caused Rich the loss. But I don't care. Nick Iggy's a tough competitor. Rich is wanting a rematch, so we're going to give it to him. So Nick Iggy will take on Master Rich April 28th also. So there you go, Charles. NFW presents April Aftermath, April 28th at the Metro Sports Center, 5820 Metro Drive. It's just about four short weeks away, and like I said, we got more great matches coming up. We've got some more newcomers coming in. I tell you what, Charles, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great event, and I tell you what, New Folks Wrestling's headed in a great direction. We're doing great. What do you think?
Well, I just want to say this. Thank God that you're alive. When you went in there Saturday night, you looked like a house of fire when you got in that ring, but fire got put out. But I'm just happy that you're in one piece. You did really good, Albert. Now, I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
You felt a little bit of the wrath of Alita Ortiz, didn't you?
Say that again.
I said, you felt the wrath of Alita Ortiz a little bit,
I'll
didn't
tell
you?
you what, she's got some muscles and some strong arms. I'll tell you what, I'm still sore, still feeling the effects of the attack on my back. I'll tell you what, I took it like a man. I wasn't going to quit. I took it like a man. I'll tell you what, I'm proud of myself. I didn't stay long, but I'm proud of what I did. I'm proud of it.
You did good, Albert. I'm just glad that you're walking.
Hey, it's good to be alive. I tell you what, it's tough.
Me and Milkshake was glad to be feeding you a lot of milkshakes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Charles, tell you what, that's been all we have for tonight. So it's your turn, Charles, if you want to spread the love, my friend. Hey.
All right, I just want to once again reiterate thanks to everybody for coming out.
That's right.
Big crowd right there at the Metro Center.
Yeah.
We had a great night. Good action. It's going to be insane.
It was awesome.
April 28th, I just can't wait. Be sure to get those tickets in advance. Get them early because, man, like I said, at one point I literally looked up, went to the back, came back, and there were seats in the house was full. Back to the front row, so be sure you get your tickets. Lots of the counter, like Al said, is coming in. It's going to be a good one. Going to be a barn burner.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say this right here, though. Listen up, NFW Nation. Don't fight amongst yourselves. Leave the fighting to us. Just remember this right here. Spread the love.
Good night, Charles. Good night, NFW Nation.